I used to hate storyboarding, and back then I thought, why not just dive in and figure it out as I go? Big mistake. Today, I rely on storyboards because they're the blueprint that keeps everyone aligned. They let me map out the flow, catch gaps early, and make sure SMEs see their content come to life before we build. Saves time, prevents rework, and makes projects way smoother. Last series we covered the script and needs analysis. Today we're jumping into storyboards. If you're new here and not sure what this series is about, check the description below and watch series parts 1 and 2 to see how we got started and where we're headed. As we jump in today, keep an eye out for the week 4 and 5 series. We'll get into inspo, that's just short for inspiration and sourcing, where we actually find all the stuff that goes into making our e-learning. After that, we'll talk about mood boards, what they are, how to use them, and why they should be part of your workflow. So hit subscribe and stay tuned. Lots more coming your way. Just a quick reminder, we're using the ADDIE process, split into several series for this Echo project. Enough said, let's jump into storyboards. Instructional designers use a variety of storyboard formats, ranging from Bloom's taxonomy, Gagne's 9 events, ADDIE, SAM, Merrill's first principles, action mapping, and 70-20-10 templates, to other practical tools like design documents for goals and specs, animatics, AV scripts for narration and timing, and visual storyboards for layouts and interactions. It's too extensive to cover here, so I've shared a link in the description from Thinkific for you to explore further. So, let me show you how I approach the Echo storyboard. I started with an AV master storyboard. AV stands for audio-visual. This master file is detailed and text-heavy, and it serves as the parent storyboard that drives all the smaller ones, each created for a specific purpose. Here, the AV master guides my scenarios, supports the navigational intro through a visual storyboard, and also helps define the animatic. I'll walk you through each of these storyboards next. I know you'll want to fully understand them, like what exactly is an animatic. Don't worry, I'll explain that shortly. Also, check the description for these downloadable storyboard templates you can use in your own projects. And if you stick around until the end of this tutorial, I'll also show you the finished animation that came out of this visual storyboard. Let's start with this master AV storyboard. It starts with a quick description of the project, followed by a columned section that captures the scene duration, topic, on-screen visuals, associated voiceover, and the type of interaction that will happen. So all of it is captured row by row till the bottom of this document. And yeah, honestly, this is all my SME needs to see. As you can tell, I use almost no actual images for visuals. And when I need a visual reference, I'll just drop in a few links so my stakeholder knows what I'm talking about. Only when it helps clarify a scene, and only if it's really needed. I've learned that stakeholders often get too carried away with visual details. Instead, I describe what the visual represents using text. Scrolling down, you can see this storyboard is long and text-heavy, covering the entire course. That's why I call it my master AV storyboard. It's the source for all the detailed feedback and alignment needed to shape the project before I waste time on pointless graphics. And so, yeah, this is the first type of storyboard that I use, and you will find a download link included in the description. Now, this is what happens from my master AV storyboard. I know that in this scene here. Let's zoom in first. Okay, so I have this scene over here, and I want to drop in a fun little gamified ninja character, just a quick 10-second intro for the navigation. She walks in, then suddenly these ziplining icons attack, and she goes full ninja on them. Pure edutainment, fast, fun, and an instant hook for learners. Why start boring when you can kick it off with something cool? And we've done fun intros before, like over here. But for this Echo project, it will be way different. Do you remember those animator versus animation stick figure videos by Alan Becker? It was a classic. The UI came to life and the stick figure went full battle mode, trying to escape the design canvas. But anyway, you get it. So that's the vibe I'm going for. The ninja won't just be in the intro either. She'll pop up throughout the course as a chatbot and helper, a constant little sidekick to guide learners along. And this 10-second animation is in scene 1 of my AV master storyboard for stakeholders. However, as the animator, I don't know what it will look like yet. This is where the visual storyboard comes in. It shows each sequence of the ninja arranged in panels or slides like a comic strip serving as a visual outline for the narrative. And so each key moment or shot is accompanied by notes on actions and camera movements, which helps my team and me plan and visualize the animation before production begins. And you can see it for yourself. This is where a visual storyboard becomes essential. Text alone can only describe the scene as I showed you in the master AV storyboard. But a visual storyboard gives me as the creator the real meat of each specific shot. Sometimes I'll share a visual storyboard with the SME, and sometimes I won't. Some want to be involved in every step, but you need to use your judgment on when to share and when not to. As I mentioned, I don't want them overanalyzing things that aren't the focus. What I may provide them later is a mood board or a proof of concept sample, which we shall get into, so be careful about what you share at this stage. And that is how my master AV storyboard informs me on other breakout storyboards like the visual storyboard. And sometimes, not always, just depending on the project, you might need an animatic. So, what's an animatic storyboard? Simply put, it's an animated version of a storyboard. Sequential images edited together with dialogue, sound effects, and music to create a rough video. Use an animatic when you need to minimize risk. It helps you spot and solve problems early in production, saving time and money, especially on large, high-stakes projects. This is super critical for keeping stakeholders aligned. You can even create one in PowerPoint, just add your images to each slide, include audio if you have it, and then export the presentation as a video. That will give you the animatic. Okay, yeah, good. I think we're almost done. Now let's look at this mini audio-visual storyboard, what it does, and then we can wrap up this storyboarding series. As I mentioned earlier, your master AV storyboard is the control center. It drives all the supplemental storyboards needed for your project. If we go back to the master storyboard, you'll notice there are many scenarios. And without breaking them down, it can get overwhelming for me or my team. That's why I create a mini AV storyboard. It focuses strictly on audio and visuals, laid out with plenty of breathing space. Essentially, it breaks activities from the master parent storyboard into child versions. Remember, the SME-approved content doesn't change, but it's easier for the developer to digest it clearly in this format. There's nothing I hate more than tightly packed text content. And as you'll see in a later series, this mini AV storyboard will guide how the slides are laid out and designed. So make sure you subscribe and stay tuned, because you don't want to miss how we'll bring this Echo project to life, and you'll see just how important these storyboards are in Storyline. I think we're done here, and I hope this has been useful for you. Don't forget to download the storyboard templates. And I promised to show you how this animation turned out, didn't I? Since you stuck with me to the end, here's the result.
Take a moment to get familiar with the course controls. You'll use the next arrow to move forward, the home icon to return to the starting page, and the CC button for captions, among other features. For assistance at any time within this course, simply click Tasha, our navigational ninja and chatbot. When you're ready, click the next arrow in the bottom right corner to proceed.
You will learn more about it in a future series when we move into development. As you've noticed, this little character will become the foundation for our chatbot and navigation assistant. It will live right here in the master slide and can be called on any time. Yeah, I think this is shaping up to be a fun little Echo course. Also, head over to our homepage at CraftUXD and subscribe to our newsletter. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. Staying subscribed helps you keep up with our latest releases and also helps us grow our learning community. We really appreciate the support, and it means a lot to see that appreciation come back. Until next time, take care.